Let's do this.
Shit. We're live. We're live.
We're live?
Test.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Does our audio? Does anyone have it open?
Not today.
You're.
No.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Are you depressed and ready to imagine
Don't worry, I
stuff?
got it.
Like, are you ready to imagine a better?
Now that's just a little bit of depresso.
Am I
Wait,
ready
yes,
to imagine a
press
better
no.
life?
Yeah.
It's a whole new world.
Still loading. Give me a second. Upload it to the internet. Just. Am I ready to imagine a better life? Oh yeah, audio works. Yeah, we're great. We're living. We're gonna forget it.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and ghouls. Welcome to another resounding night of Roll of the Dice. Where we last left off,
Okay, I'm assuming you don't.
Rivik and Axel had reached the entryway to the Belnade's abode after having a neat little conversation with Gorgoth. We're going straight to you first, Kino. Without warning, you're engulfed in flames, and you appear within a wintry field of patchwork snow. Standing behind Axel and Rivik.
Jesus!
Oh, there you are.
As the both of you, all you hear at first is
Full turns. Oh. It's
You
just.
wouldn't hit a cripple, would you?
I would.
Yeah, no.
This is Axel we're talking about. You would ask him that.
and while you guys are having this resounding, awesome conversation, you can hear the as the mechanical mechanisms open the double doors.
Rivik will go ahead and turn back around, facing the doors.
So, what? Fill me in. Why are there double doors here?
Don't
We're.
ask.
Okay, never mind.
Well, we're not in the forest anymore. You can ask questions. This is the Belnade's estate.
Why?
They're the group of monster hunters that got me on my feet. And came to give them the report on what's going on.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about getting killed or killing things.
No.
I'm not gonna
At
tell
least
you
to my
that.
knowledge, no.
I mean, I can keep my mouth shut if it'll help.
I'm gonna say honestly, going in disguised, or hiding anything, is what's gonna get you killed. So,
It's a good thing about that.
so if you're weird and honest, you'll catch their fancy. If you're boring and honest, you'll survive. If you lie to them, they might kick your ass. So, that's up to you.
Duly noted.
Alright, I want to get the hell inside. It's fucking
Yeah.
freezing out here.
Yeah, you guys have been running all around and teleporting.
Not that bad, yeah.
Let's see if they'll give us a room for the night before we deal with anything big.
Not ready.
I'm
This way.
gonna start guiding them in a little.
Alright, all of you go in. Everybody roll me a perception.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, don't worry, Josh.
I'm hoping for that nat one.
With a
I'm
nat
starting off again with a nat one.
with a natural 20, can I give him advantage? Can I still help him? Fuck.
27 total. Not a nat 20.
Can Roscoe give the help action?
This is the second session I've rolled a nat one at the beginning.
I was gonna, I was gonna firmly believe Roscoe could give the help action, but I don't think Roscoe would help a cripple.
Roscoe would not.
This fucking Roscoe we're talking about.
I think
Alright,
Roscoe's
Roscoe
would
lives
be
by
sur-
survival of the fittest.
I believe it.
I don't need to be fitted, I just need to be crazy.
Roscoe
Crazy
doesn't see
nuts.
anything special.
Natural
Alright.
20.
I'm gonna start with the 27.
Okay.
Rivik, because you're gonna see all the same things.
Oh no, that's cool. I don't have as high
Yeah,
of a
I-
perception as him. He beats me in roll. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you still got a nat 20.
Just grab my next natural 20. Cool. I don't care. Let me brush it off.
You get something special. You can see a luxury interior to kind of you're in what would be considered the fuck, I used to know this. I keep wanting to say courtyard, but that's not right. It's the
Oh, I know what you're talking about because I looked this up for a different thing. And I'm drawing a blank too.
It's the
it's like
hallway, not a hallway, but
it's the entryway. It's like when you there's a specific word for it. When you enter in and you
There's
have
like
like that
stairwell.
double staircase,
yeah, I know
To
what
like-
you're talking about.
then like at that lower area.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I pictured it already.
Well, everything's well lit.
Mhm.
There are certain areas with like the typical shadows and all of that. Everything's naturally lit with candles and there's actually an occasional lantern, but instead of having a flame, it has like this arcane essence that's slightly brighter than a candle.
Mhm.
Like it's a mix between the two. Like you have candles in one section, but then in between some of the candles you have the thing, like the arcane things. Where the
Yeah.
arcane things are, arcane lanterns, not arcane things. Arcane lanterns. Then you have like some portraits of different figures posing, all with like in all the paintings. You can see that there's like this emblem. It's like a shield with two different colors split in half, with a kind of a spiraling bird with wings partially stretched out. It's got like those three special, kind of like Articuno. It's got like the three long tails, kind of spiraling, and it's kind of like in an upward motion. It's actually similar to what is now split as the two doors opened, being that this is what you could assume to be the family crest, as it is a prominent feature in all portraits. There's probably about anywhere from 10 to 12.
Possible question: do I recognize any people in these portraits?
You can roll me a history check.
That's what I got. Nope, not one.
Nothing's familiar to you. You do not see any signs of anyone being around. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Nick, last time you were here, there was a little bit of a hustle and bustle. Last time you were leaving, there were like 4 or 5 people in this big room, kind of just going about the manor. You see all the same things. You recognize all the emblems, being the Belnades family emblem. You notice that directly ahead of you, not the upper floor, but the lower floor, in where the shadows kind of outstretch and detail isn't as apparent. You can tell that the door's slightly cracked. You can roll me a history check to see if you ever remember ever going through that door, if anything was important there.
Yeah, and if you want to interchange this or whatever order you'd like me to, I would also just as I did with at a distance, insight check. Last time I was coming through, it was a little more bustling. Does this feel wrong? Like, is this what kind of feeling is in the air? Is it like everyone's dead, or is it like we lost people? Like, what's the kind of vibe I know it's hard. That's just maybe a disadvantage insight, just to kind of get a vibe of the area to gauge what I'm walking into.
Just roll both.
Roll both.
Just roll both dice because one's a history check just to remember things. The other, the insight, I'm gonna make it in between certain number. Okay.
Do you want me to do it at disadvantage at all? Because it's just a weird vibe check. No. Okay. Cool.
I've given it a slightly elevated DC.
Okay. History would be a 17, and my vibe check natural 20.
It's late at night.
This is my second natural 20 tonight. Oh shit.
It's late at night. The vibe isn't. The vibe is kind of everything's calmed down. Last time when you left, it was kind of towards midday. It's pitch black outside, late at night. You know only the most dedicated, and there's probably only 2 or 3 people from your memory that would be awake at this time.
Anyone that could get us a room, do I think?
2 of them you've never actually talked to.
So I got one name.
2, because the 2 of them, they were kind of flighty. They never really talked to you.
Yeah.
They were always off to their own thing. In your time of training, they would come, pick something up, look something up, and leave.
So what's his name? What's his names?
You only have one name.
I have one name.
The one name is Serenity Bellanades.
I'm gonna look at everyone and just.
Not quite done yet.
Not. Oh shit. Okay.
In terms of your history check for that door, I incorporate part of the history check with the insight check, but in terms of the history check with your door, that is the door to the library. One specific detail you recall about Serenity Bellanades is that she was a wizard, and she spent most of her time studying the arcane tricks within the library. And that was 9 times out of 10, even if it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, that's where you would find her.
Serenity, the kind of person that's not going to be happy I brought in guests, or isn't going to give a shit?
You're not 100% sure.
Okay. I'm going to look to everyone. Yeah, if you guys want to wait outside this door for 1 second, I'm gonna go in there. Have you come in, but I should probably give a warning before I barge in with a few friends.
Alright. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Fine, I guess.
She doesn't kick my ass. Okay.
Alright. It is a double door, so you kind of push them.
Sorry.
Wait, did you try to push the door?
Yeah. It was cracked open, right?
They're pull doors.
Ha!
You know those interior doors when you go to a Dark Souls area?
Yeah.
It's those ones that you have to pull towards you.
Yeah. Pull it open the rest of the way. Don't shoot!
You start to go through the doorway. Roll me a Arcana check.
Is it about a monster?
No.
Shit. Okay, 14.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
Shit. Okay, that's That's fine. That's natural 20. I'm hitting him tonight. For 26.
You do not fall through the illusion and down the flight of stairs.
I love that Cullen comes back, and now I'm rolling natural 20s in a row. Where could this have been any fight? Any fight. I'm rolling them on a dexterity save for a spell against my ally.
Last week's fight.
I have to say.
No, it is not a spell. It was actually to keep you from falling down a flight of stairs.
Oh, bitchin'.
As your foot falls through the illusion and you stumble down 3 steps.
Motherfuck. Guys, come in, watch your step.
Rivik will like lean a little bit, looking through the doorway.
As you've entered what is the start of a stairwell.
Place changed. Or maybe didn't. I don't know. Illusion. Did the illusion break, or did I just step through it?
You stepped through it.
Okay, so yeah, they see me standing like a video game glitching through the floor.
You're about knee deep in the illusion. Looks like you've been. It looks like you've been cut off at the knees.
This way, stairs. This is new to me too, so buckle up.
Alright, yeah, I'll stay in the back like usual.
Okay.
I mean, we can both take a hit better than you. Do you want to stay in the middle?
I guess it'd be a smarter idea. I could just kind of.
Sandwich
Sit-
between us two hunky boys, and then.
I'll sit in the back.
Alright, I guess I'm taking second position. Rivik will go ahead and put his hand on the door frame, and then just with his foot carefully find that first step so he knows where it's at.
Kino jumps into the center of the room.
Both of you make me dexterity saving throws.
Do they get advantage because they see me where the staircase is?
It's okay.
Colin does not, but Alton does.
That's fair.
You say
I mean-
dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
That is a 2 + 4, my man.
A 13.
I wish I was lying about these rolls.
You step too far, you miss the step, and you start to tumble down.
Sure, can I? She has to hit me, right? I'm in front of her.
Dexterity saving throw.
Watch get in that one.
Don't worry, this is.
Did I call it?
Don't worry, it's not a nat one.
Ah.
It's an 11, which makes it a 17, so it's okay. But I got real scared because it rolled over a 1 as you said that, and my body clenched. Colin, my body clenched. I was about to take your body and then take 66 bludgeoning.
Let me go. It's okay.
You luckily caught her.
Was over a 1 before going to an 11.
Kino, I'm gonna ask you once. Why do you smell like corn chips?
Alton,
What do you smell like Cheetos?
Alright, roll me an action perception to see what she
Yeah.
smelled like.
Oh shit. You're
What
about to
were
get
you
some
asking?
eldritch knowledge. 15.
She smells like the embodiment of nothing. The embodiment of the void.
So corn chips. Okay.
She smells like the tea of nothingness.
Is this something Serenity drinks?
This is something you don't even know what it is.
Okay, cool. And I'm not gonna answer the Cheetos comment and be like, let's call it even, and I'm gonna keep going down the stairs.
By the way, Axel, with your
put her
ambient-
down.
By the way, with your ambient history, you also remember the last thing you saw 2 sessions ago.
Josh, what were you gonna say to me?
What was your dexterity saving throw?
I told you 13.
You
Oh
passed.
no.
Do I catch Rivik, cradling both of them in either arm? Turns.
No, he passed.
I mean, I was trying to be careful on going down. That's why.
Well, that's why you had advantage.
At advantage, got a 13.
Oh, I had advantage. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, you already
That's
passed.
Passy nuts.
Yeah, the other one I rolled a 3.
Yeah, no, you already passed. You're fine.
I rolled the advantage portion anyways to see if I got that 20.
Yeah. So you guys start heading down the stairs. Once your heads get below the floor, you can tell this is it's not too long of a stairwell. It's fairly, comparatively speaking, compared to some of the stairwells you guys are walking down. Compared to the stairwell to the hangar, this is short.
Fuck. Thank God, man.
No, it's finally nice to have a short staircase.
Yeah, Axel's like, honestly, the first time I walked through here, I was like, whoa, what a magnificent layer. But then, like so many things are hidden. First time walking through this, and I'm like, honestly, I thought this staircase was going to be longer. I thought they'd have like a deeper underground fortress.
Probably not. It looks like they just have like a.
It might just be interplanar.
basement.
As you say that, you come into a balcony area, and once you're at the balcony, you can see that it goes another easily 30-40 feet down.
We spoke, guys.
I use counterspell on the
Christ.
staircase.
And you can actually see you guys actually can't see the outstretched end. You can see that there are different pedestals scattered throughout, tables, chairs, and library book racks.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't entirely full, some are, some have spaces within them. There's like 2 or 3 of them that they're completely empty. You can see that there are also a couple tables with open books, stacks of books.
Now, so based on my history of the area, have I ever gone into this library before? My apologies if you said it. Like, not the illusionary thing we're going through. Have I gone into this library and now it's an illusionary thing?
Roll me another history check.
Okay. There is more to this question. That is a 9.
This is not the same library
Okay.
that you had studied in.
Alright.
This one is far longer.
That's fine.
Honestly, the reason why you guys can't see the end of the room is because this place is lit by candles and lanterns.
But if someone
Like,
were to...
there is an end to it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just out of your field of view.
Okay.
It's hard to discern the exact details.
So with my follow-up question, is this based on we entered an illusionary thing? The door was crept open. I know Serenity might be here. Do I get the feeling are we somewhere we're not supposed to be?
It's one of those coin flip scenarios.
Okay. Can I make a quick investigation look at the bookcases that we're passing?
You would have to go down to the lower floor.
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way down already. Listen, if there's not something for me to stop and look at on the way, I'm continuing at this point. Staying with the group, but continuing.
Yeah. Well, all right. Do you want to go to the left or the right?
We're looking for probably the only person here that I'm not gonna say likes me, but tolerates me.
Okay.
We're not trying to piss her off, so I could yell down the hallway her name and see if either side gets a response.
It's no longer in hallway. You're on like a balcony.
Oh, a balcony. I could
that
yell her name.
surrounds the perimeter of the entire room.
Okay.
Like,
so there's a down center kind of thing, and then there's a left and a right pathway. Is what I'm gathering.
you can go right or left, because you are at a wall right now, basically, that you can look and lean over. You know how libraries typically, when they're 2-story, you have the stuff in the center, And this second layer, it's more for like hanging portraits
Yes,
and
I gotcha.
like hanging weapons with like different placards.
Do you guys? I'm asking you guys. You want to go? We want her to know above all we're coming.
By the way, nobody has rolled or asked to roll a perception check
Hell no.
because that is something that is an option.
No, I asked you
I
an
haven't-
investigation.
I
I'm
haven't
not
said
at the
any- I
books
haven't
yet.
said anything. I haven't said anything because Nick has been talking a lot.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was just asking. I'll let. Do any of you guys have something in mind you want to work? You want to knock out?
I want to roll Arcana.
She wants to roll Arcana.
Roll me Arcana. Is there any aim with this?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything that feels like it's really bad and that we shouldn't, like, if there's any like magic down here that we should be worried about. type
Reddit,
thing.
are you trying to find any cool shit?
Yeah, I'm trying to find some cool shit. That is a 17 plus 6.
The only answer is yes.
Why do I even ask?
Yes, there is. And it's scattered across the entire. Any more questions? With your 23? And if it's the pinpoint, no.
I would never ask to pinpoint. I was just looking for like any kind of any bad like arcanic stuff that like we should be worried about around us, like if there's traps or if there's any kind of like spells.
Okay, in terms of traps, no. No.
Hmm.
In terms of magic in general, yes.
Okay.
It's all around us.
Like for example, the things on the walls behind you, just on the other side of the doors, those are magical.
Guys, there's
They're in
magic
nice little, they're in nice little glass cases, got pockets underneath them.
shit. I'm sorry for my stupid questions. I haven't played in a while.
Oh no, it's fine. It's honestly, in any other context, that's not a dumb question. In this context, you've walked into a library
We walked into a wizard's library.
of a family of monster hunters
Yeah,
that make Axel look like a rookie.
he is.
Well, he is, but that's aside the point.
I'm not looking for anything specific, but just as roleplay context here, Rivik is gonna just be like, you know, looking everywhere, just being mesmerized by the whole place, and also trying to make sure we don't get lost here.
Ah, yes. Don't get lost in the infinite library. That's fine.
He pulls up a giant fucking map. He literally pulls out a giant fucking map while saying that. This motherfucker,
Josh was
man.
like, "So I've decided to borrow."
So I'm.
He's
using
raising the
Dimension
fucking
Door.
bar on this shit.
I'm using Dimension Door out of here.
You try to, and you're just too deep beneath the earth. You go dead into stone, and then take damage. You just, like Minecraft, like.
Do you truly cast Dimensional Door?
No,
Okay.
I'm not a fool.
Alright, you didn't waste your spell slot. Alright, so. What are you gonna roll?
No, I said I know there's probably counterspell in here to stop my Dimension Door.
I'm thinking about that, but I was talking about Alton.
Oh.
I'm not gonna roll anything. Just Rivik is looking around and all that.
No perception, no arcana, no insight, no will check.
I don't know what to fucking roll. This is a giant ass library area. Monster Hunter books everywhere. Rivik is not like into monster hunting.
Well, I didn't say they were monster hunting. You also know
I'm
you're looking for a
assuming.
person.
I'm assuming.
Perception and try.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll your perception with disadvantage.
Holy shit.
Is there a god in this world?
There's a god.
There is a god. I'm right here.
13.
13. You look off into the distance. You can see, in between some of the aisles, in between some of the tables, a bouncing wizard's hat.
With my one good eye.
With your one good eye.
Hey, is that what we're looking for? I'd like point over towards the hat that's bouncing.
Hmm?
Axel, you now see the hat.
A familiar hat.
It is a hat. And because I don't have a wizard's hat,
It's
It's a fucking Pokemon.
Is it what we're looking for? Is that the person? Or is
I guess we're gonna find out. Hey, hey, hey.
alright, so you send out your yell, and
oh boy.
you barely hear it echo. And there was no they don't even look.
I thought you had a louder yell.
You know, yeah.
At this point, if we're gonna continue on looking, I'm gonna go this way. Rivik points to like the hallway down left, to the left, and he's just gonna
Hey.
start walking.
Rivik, they do a lot of traveling. Trying to look into something from like your home. You could check that out. They might know something.
Rivik will stop in his tracks, and he's like, "That's actually not a bad idea."
They travel all around.
You're a
They-
monster hunter now, boy.
I'm a fucking monster hunter now,
We're
boy.
all monster hunters now.
Except
fuck.
you know.
Except Kino takes a point of just lycanthropy.
I'm just trying to find my
Alright.
mom, man.
Okay. I'm just gonna start looking at books, see what I can find.
Alright, well you start heading to the left, going down the hallway, you look, see a painting, walk down, look, you see a warhammer in a glass case. Walks a little further, you see a little placard. In case of emergency, break glass. And inside the glass is all these bottles with this clear liquid in it. What languages do you speak?
Common, deep speech, Sylvan, and undercommon.
Underneath it in Sylvan is it just says hold water. You keep walking, you see more, it's like this weapon in a case, portrait, weapon in a case, portrait, in case of emergency, break glass, and in this one it's bottles with a red, kind of, like, it's not really, it's exactly red, not exactly purple, there's a little bit of black in it.
Yeah.
And Sylvan again, alchemist fire.
Ooh.
You walk down a little bit further to the right, you now have a staircase going down to the lower area.
Alchemist fire.
Should we be splitting up in here? I feel like it's really dangerous to just wander off in a library where we don't even know if we're friends or enemies. Like, what
Well-
if Ruvik just eaten?
The Belnades for sure. I'm gonna say an honest for sure are gonna be our friends. Whether they stay our friends is up to how we behave.
So wandering off in their library is what we should be doing.
Honestly, I'm sure they'd give us a firm slap on the wrist the first time.
There's so much magical shit here. I don't want him to get hurt.
Don't,
or
like,
kill
don't-
himself.
Here's the thing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say solid. If a book talks to you, if an item talks to you, don't answer it.
But that already happens.
Right, you're insane. Things just talk to you. Don't answer anything that talks to you.
But
Wait,
Kino,
that
the
goes
back of-
against you. That goes against you because you're
Ex-
talking to Kino.
Except real people.
Kino, in the back of your mind, you hear, you should listen to him, Kino.
I should listen to him. He is a good. You're right. I should listen to him.
If any voices come from any books or items in here, listen to the advice.
Now,
Don't heed them.
listen
Now,
to
if
the
it's coming from a
voice.
chair, that's most likely your mind.
Oh, it's right.
Most
chairs
likely-
are
most
what I
likely
do
this-
for-
Are you
It's
okay?
funny.
Now, are you responding to this just like by verbally talking?
Yes.
So, Axel, you hear half of this. You only hear Kino's half of this conversation.
He goes, listen, you batshit fucking. If you see something pretty you like, we can give a solid ask. Just remember it. Don't take it. If you ask them, there is a chance. If you take it, they'll kill us.
As the chairs got it.
Good talk.
I'm kidding. I slapped him
Uh,
on the shoulder.
Yeah. I'm
Solid.
solid ask. I'm gonna go chase after a hat.
Well, I might as well join you.
Okay, if you don't want to go snooping through some shit, I'm taking off. I'm gonna try and just catch up to the fucking bouncing hat.
All right,
Right.
Kino. Now, if you follow the direction that Axel is going, Axel has just gone over the balcony and started to fly.
I'll scoop Kino. I'll carry Kino.
I was about to be like, wait a minute.
Wait, you can fly! Polymorphs into a giant bird.
Yeah, it turns into a dragon.
And then all the sirens had to go off.
Ooh.
Send in the Ornstein.
Send in the Ornstein.
Ornstein and small.
No, just Ornstein. Ornstein could take a dragon on his own.
True. Yeah. I'm gonna try and just catch up to the bouncy hat. I'm gonna hit another yell into the air. You fucking hold still!
Alright, roll me an insight check.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna speak in. I realize we've been deafened.
As it doesn't echo very well.
Am I rolling investigation for
Ni-
books?
19.
Alright, so this is like a type of cave scenario. It is the way it is all open. Sound does not travel as well.
Okay. That being said, as I'm flying closer, do they notice?
Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, 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 turn corner.
Fucking.
If you get me at least 120 feet, I could send a message.
I wanna push myself to my limits. Keep up.
Alright, Axel, you're about to turn the corner. We're gonna go to Rivik.
Yeah.
Rivik, would you like to go ahead and roll yeah, roll me an investigation. And then also roll me a survival.
This is why I didn't put to the
26 with that's a natural 20, so 26 total for an investigation. Survival will be, let's see, 15. That's a modified 20.
Alright, you don't get lost in the giant library. So basically you're able to keep track of where you're going with that 20. With that nat 20, what are you looking for?
Pretty much what Axel said. See if I can investigate anything from the village attack that Rivik was part in. See if you can learn anything about who sent out the attack or anything.
I get you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
But that exact information you're looking for will not be there. I will give you information as close to it as I possibly can.
Okay.
Because that kind of report would not be here. You can find regional information.
Okay.
Like what is like stuff that's connected to that type of area. However, exact information about the attack would not be found.
Then let's go with regional then. See if I can probably start trying to connect things together.
Come back to this.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I need to go find a pencil though. I forgot my pencil.
This is something we're gonna have to need to put a pin in because it's taking time to some information.
Okay,
Because this was something I was not prepared for.
got it. I'll be right back.
Kino! Rivik.
Me,
Wrong
Rivik.
person. Axel. I'm tired.
It's fine. I'm teasing.
I didn't do shit today.
This camera nearly makes me look ginger now. Fuck, my hair's up.
We already know you don't have a soul, Nick.
Ouch.
To be fair, my beard doesn't have a soul either. It's also ginger.
You know, I was baptized. A lot of protection that gave me. So
I wasn't.
Too. A lot of protection that gave me.
y'all firm. So trauma crew at the game.
Hey, I wasn't baptized. Who needed?
Now explained how they got to you. So curving over the bookcase. Can I get Kino
Oh, no,
close enough for a message?
When it was a sweep around, you turned the corner. You realize immediately that person is too short to be the Serenity you remember.
Well, I'm still bothering her because came this far. I turned the corner. Is she like close to us or distant?
She's like 30 feet.
30 feet now. Message her. Say something like, "Hey, I don't. Do you know where Serenity is?" Ask her that.
A cast message. Do you know where Serenity is?
This person immediately turns around. Axel,
Yeah.
what's your AC?
Oh,
16.
Instinctually, she turns around, book in hand, grabs her arcane focus, and slings a spell at you.
Okay. Okay.
As you see a light spark, an immediate ignition, as you are hit for 5 points of fire damage as you're hit with a firebolt. As this person gave an immediate turnaround knee-jerk reaction.
Firebolt full over his face, and then he. The fuck! Stop it!
Cut that hit you.
Ah!
I'm sorry, I didn't cut their spell. I'm so sorry.
This. We need to. My tongue.
If
What
I
the fuck are you doing flying around the library?
I have wings. My tongue.
Since when have you had wings?
It's a long. Since when are you tiny? Ow, my tongue.
I had a bloody magical accident where I was turned back into a child.
Okay,
Oh,
that's.
okay, preteen, but that's beside the point.
I'm glad I guessed it, because I would have been real mad if I misinformed someone. Kino, this
I
is
very clearly look like a child version of myself.
Kino, this is midget Serenity.
That's Serenity?
It's a lot smaller.
I can see that.
Fuck. I was like
You-
tasting the
okay?
air.
Yes,
God.
and I'm stuck with the mind of a 25-year-old in a 13-year-old body.
It's not great for the dating life.
I don't really have anything to help out your tongue. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's my taste bud. I'll open up
I have
pores
water.
later.
I have some water for you to soothe your tongue. If you want that.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, there you-
Okay. Serenity, I have some friends. Could we get a room to stay in tonight?
Listen, get down here before I magnify the gravity on you.
Ooh!
Alright. Need I remind you there are no flying in the libraries. I know this isn't the same library. Blah, 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 blah. I hate this accent.
I'm sure there was also a height requirement too, but I don't think you fit it.
Oh!
No, it's an extra requirement.
When you're 13.
And the age requirement is 12 if you're a Bernades.
Alright.
21 if you want.
So by the way, the world's ending, and can we get a place to stay for the night?
Oh, it looks like it's another regular fucking Tuesday.
Yep.
No, this is worse.
Kind of actually really bad. I would actually love to talk about it tomorrow. I think everyone I don't sleep, but everyone I've been traveling with has been on their tail for a minute, and I think they need to sleep.
I don't
Sleep is for the fucking weak.
No, a lot's changed since the last time we talked, Serenity.
Did I call you weak?
No, sleep is for the weak. I just don't sleep anymore.
That was supposed to be a compliment because you fucking said that.
Can we get bedrooms for the night? By the
No.
way, okay.
Oh my god. Is there any reason why?
Because I said so?
Well, okay.
I bet you'd be abused.
Because if it's really is the end of the world, it's time for an actual goddamn explanation?
No, that's fair enough. I'll let him do the explaining. I'm not from around here.
Yeah. Where do we want to do the we have one other person that's currently wandering your library right now. I gave everyone very specific rules to not touch anything, and if they want something to ask you first.
Alright, you know what? Go find him. I'm gonna go get Vincent.
Josh.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I know we put pin on that, the question I had. Can we have it set to where Rivik will carry whatever books for it, and can we have the focus also set to Rivik will want to investigate the Feywilds that Celeborn may have gone to?
Alright, just make a note of what you want.
Okay.
Because I'm doing a quick fire conversation, I'm sorry.
I know, I
And
wanted
if
to
I-
ask that though real quick.
Yeah. I just... that, and then you can write down a third thing.
A third thing, okay.
Yeah, because you've got the regional area, the Feywild. You can write one more thing, and then I'll give you an assortment of stuff.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Axel,
Yeah.
you don't need to make a history check. As soon as she says Vincent, you realize who she's talking about. She's talking about another one of the hunters
Mm-hmm.
who has literally whipped your ass into shape.
Ooh!
Yeah.
As she says, trying to walk past you.
He lets Eric. He's, despite knowing Serenity, despite everything, he's going to like put a hand on her shoulder and go, I really need to talk about this tomorrow.
You called it an end of the world scenario, right?
Yeah.
We don't have time for that.
Right. I'm gonna go find our friend. Serenity, this is Kino. I know you learned from books. It seems like she's got magic spewing at her who,
I can already tell she's a wild magic sorcerer that can control her power and is gifted and born with it.
impressive. If you two want to talk at all about that, up to you. Do you wanna try and talk to the wizardy type and while I go find Rivik, or do you wanna come with? little different from your magic set, but it might be good for a reference.
By the way, this is a short. She has ginger hair. It's tied in a braid going like over her shoulder. And she's looking at you both with this deadpan stare of the fact that I told you I need to go get someone.
I'm not really gonna follow her around. Plus, I don't consider it a gift, so I'm gonna just follow you.
Okay.
Never said all gifts are good. It's like getting
It
socks for
doesn't-
Christmas. It's like getting socks for Christmas. She says, walking away.
I just don't like the word for it.
Yeah, we're gonna take off above the. I don't give a shit about the no flying rule. I immediately from there I'm going to look for Rivik.
You get 15 feet in the air. She turns around, points at you, and gives you the look.
I am going to look at her, and you said this is not a well lit place, right?
No, it's not.
So I look at her, and when she goes to do something, I'm gone. She wants an update, she'll get a full update, but for right now, she gets. For right now, I'm flying.
Fucking shadow teleports.
I do not get grounded for now. I'm gonna go look for Rivik. She-
Literally and
She's
physically.
gonna beat my ass later.
I still need you to make me a Constitution saving
Okay.
throw.
Will do.
Because she was using magnified gravity when she was giving you the look.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
22.
Alright, you take half as much damage.
Nice.
And you're not grounded. As you take 2d8 force damage.
Axel is not.
Half to 3.
No, I go. Half
Were
the
you
three.
also were you carrying Kino?
I
Yeah, what you
was.
carry? Ah,
Does
Kino, I
also
need you
take
to also
damage?
make me a Constitution saving throw.
oh, whoopty fucking do the
It,
worst
um,
roller in existence.
It's an
Hey,
8. It's
you should
AoE.
still be at full hit points.
Ah,
I'm the
that's
one she could have
11.
killed.
That's 11.
You take 7 points of force damage.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, no, the 3 was already halved.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and find Rivik. And since we're going through the library, even to Kina right now, Axel has kind of this very stressed look on his face. And I guess he's just kind of glance around for just anything that peeks out to him as he's going through the bookshelves to just snag. So just like a quick investigate or something, or investigate's a longer process, like a quick perception as I'm going for Rivik.
You do it with disadvantage.
I will do it. Perception or investigation.
Investigation.
Ooh, which normally disadvantage. Let's go. Okay. Shit. 18.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I don't. He is trying. I feel like Axel right now feels like he's backed in. He was waiting to make a decision and was trying to buy himself time. It didn't get that, and he feels like he's backed into a corner right now. He's just looking for anything
You
that
find a
might
book on
help
Histoire.
him. Okay, I just snag it. I see like title, something to just read. Try to keep me grounded. And look for Rivik. That's those two things are all I. Just,
All right. With that, we're gonna cut to Rivik. Rivik.
Mhm.
You find a book on. You find 2 books. One book is It's Feywild for Dummies.
I knew I was gonna get something like that.
And the second book is Traveler's Guide on how to get to the Feywilds. and then you find a book on nomadic tribes of Diamander.
Of what?
Diamander. Just put, yeah. I'll type it to you.
Because you could spell it out if it helps, but
I need to look at Sean's DM because that's where I have the name of the continent. Where is it?
Here.
There it is. Sorry.
He's gathering his lore. I'll use this time to pee.
And then what was the third thing you want to look for?
I was trying to think on that one.
Well, then I'll also give you a book of Wandering Courages of Diamander.
Okay. God, I don't know what to think for the third one. I'm thinking of something for like history of like certain weapon locations, like rumors or something. I don't know. I don't know if I would go with that one. Sweet. Alright, we'll go with that.
You got a book of sentient weapons. As you grab that book, you hear in your mind, do you wish to learn of sentient weapons?
Like it said to that as soon as like I started pulling off the shelf.
Like, you literally grab it and you hear in your head, you wish to learn of sentient weapons.
Rivik will like look around real quick to see if like where that would be coming from.
There's one rule, guys.
Do you wish to learn of sentient weapons?
Rivik's
You should be able to tell this voice is not coming from around.
Yeah, Rivik is just gonna grab the book, put it on top of the book of piles he's got, and then just like look at it later.
While your head is still on it, you hear, do I need to be sassy for you to pay attention to me?
No, I heard you the first time. I'm right now in a library that I don't know where the fuck I am. And I'm now looking for my friends.
Then why don't you respond? As you take the hand off, the voice stops.
It's like, thank God. I bet you he's like, tossing me out while my hand is not on there. Oh man. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Okay. And so as I turn around, do I like see Axel?
You turn around. Axel flies above you.
I see him. Was like, I'm down here.
Drop down here.
Fuck. Yeah.
Do you land down?
Yes. Sorry, I was doing drugs. So, land down.
You see me carrying 5 books in my hand. I don't know how thick these books are.
Go.
But
They all range in thickness.
So,
okay.
The Feywild's book is clearly the thickest. The Nomadic book and the Creatures ones are the 2 thinnest. The Sentient book one looks like your average, kind of.
Okay.
These are like the Nomadic. The Nomadic tribe ones are like half this.
great.
This is the Sentient weapon one.
Okay. Yeah, no, Rivig's just like carrying them, hands underneath the books,
Great.
as they like lean
This
against.
this is the thickness of the Feywild's one.
All right, bet.
Josh is flexing how many books he has. Okay, real cool, man. You can read. Some of us aren't so lucky. Okay.
It's I relish the fact that I have so many props. By the way, if you couldn't read, this is War and Peace.
Not a good book selection. Good book selection. It's
And this is the thickness of How to Planar Travel.
Okay.
This
Sick.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sick, man. I think we're gonna sign you up for your library card.
How to planar travel. Okay.
We have to tell them about the end of the world.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well,
As-
anyways, I picked up one of the books. Apparently, it started talking to me.
Oh. So
It's one of the rules, isn't it?
we're not gonna typically if something talks to you in here, 50% chance you shouldn't touch it.
Well, I mean, it's not talking to me now because my hand's not on it.
I mean, honestly, probably a good sign. Because it would probably try to lure you from a distance. If you can't hear it when you can't touch it, percentage it's not terrible goes up a little bit.
I mean, he looks down at the title where it says book on sentient weapons. Like,
oh shit!
sentient
This is how to make them.
You guys actually watched some books get parted. Actually, that's a book on explaining the history of
Jesus
particular sentient
Christ.
weapons.
Serenity,
yeah.
how did you get here?
I'm not Serenity.
Who are you?
You immediately tell this guy is a tiefling.
Ooh,
Hi, how you doing? It's Vector Scandalos.
Vector, pleasure.
He says, reaches his hand through the bookcase.
Pleasure. This book
River
evil.
nod at him.
He is literally shorter than both of you.
This book. This book evil.
Oh no, it just explains the history of different sentient weapons, be they good, evil. It's honestly, it would be what you would call true neutral.
So when we apply to get your book card, we shouldn't have a problem. Except for the fact that they don't know you, but
Well, okay. Now, to be fair, the fact of the matter is, books aren't allowed to leave.
yeah, no, you can't take them with you. You'd have to read them here, probably. Yeah.
Fuck, I can't read it in the fucking room.
You could probably read it in the room. I don't know. You gotta
But-
ask them. Cool, homie. By the way,
I don't understand the rules of this.
I'm not the one hearing that he's breaking up, right?
okay, yeah, no, I was really concerned that was me.
All right.
Josh, you became a robot for a hot second. Yeah,
Fuck! He just left.
Josh went full Domo Arigato for a second, and I was like really concerned. I was like, oh no, is this my internet? I'm streaming.
Where did I leave off?
Uh,
The whole thing. I don't know what you said.
is he was going, I was gonna say something and he said something, and I have no clue because you were full robot from the moment you started speaking. So it was just like,
You said okay, last thing when I started talking, you were... The entire thing you were saying is, oh no, I don't run the place. I have no power over that.
oh, nice. By the way, the world's ending. Do with that what you will. I'm a man
So
of
that
people.
it's a typical Tuesday.
Why do all of you keep saying that?
Because if you actually pay attention, the Belnades prevent a lot of things. And there's a bigger organization that I'm trying to dig my claws in to get a little bit of dirt and information on, and they take care of a lot of things like that too.
Rivik is gonna look at Axel's like, you worked with these fuckers? I mean, the Belnades, of course.
I didn't work for them.
You were trained under them, right?
Yeah.
Well, that
for-
doesn't imply working for them.
Yeah, no, it's a.
I would have thought so. If you're being trained under the Belnades, if you're sent out on missions, like to kill certain monsters, doesn't that really mean you're working for them on a certain occasion?
No, I didn't work for them. Is after they trained me, there was a period of time where I kind of. It wasn't really they sent me out to hunt monsters. Is that they beat the shit out of me until I could
So that he
defend
could
myself,
beat monsters.
and then I went off on my own.
Okay, then.
There was the option to work with them, and I chose not to. Rivik, you've seen a lot of my shit today, and I was hoping to talk to you, but first we gotta earn our rooms by telling them how everything's fucked.
Well, how much time do you think you got?
Depends. Consider the fact that our enemy is in the Feywilds, I think.
So, Slice, typical Tuesday.
I'm talking about so that you guys have time to talk, because I might have done a little bit of listening because I was on the other side of the bookcase. She went to go get Vector, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I flew a quarter mile. What do you mean? You heard me. This place is a big place.
I was literally over there.
Okay.
You fly as fast as someone walks.
Fucking called you out on that, man.
All right.
Okay, man.
I'll give you the fact that you fly as fast as someone that speed walks, and you were obviously not pushing yourself.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, you guys have a good few minutes if you guys want to have an actual heartfelt conversation.
Thanks, man.
I will go over there so that you guys have some privacy.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Waiting quietly.
Sorry, I was looking at something. Yeah, no, he'll walk away and he's gonna go up the balcony.
Axel's gonna wait a moment.
Alright, well, yeah, now that he's gone out of the way. Kind of found some stuff to where we can try to get ourselves to the Feywilds if we want to try and take on Celeborn and all that. Yada yada, the whole spiel of trying to get back on our enemy.
Yeah.
As to trying to find stuff about my place, I haven't really looked into it. I skimmed a little bit, so I kind of found something that I think might help me start connecting things.
That's good.
As this book of sentient weapons, kind of trying to see if I can learn about something, maybe look for an interest on something.
I'm
How successful would I be? You know, he like lowers his voice so only Axel can hear him. How successful would I be with copying some stuff to retain information?
What do you mean trying to hide shit?
Copy on a paper, see if I can make sure we don't lose
Okay.
track of anything.
Taking notes
Yes.
within your own journals is allowed. That's how I learned. That's how I learned to do it. There's certain information that you will be within the books. There is annotations and things very clearly of what cannot leave here. Meaning you can't write it down. Like they're very meticulous with this sort of thing.
But if I write out my own words,
If you taking notes on what you've read, like annotations, summaries, they don't like when details get out of here. But if you take enough that you'll remember the rest, they don't care.
okay.
No, just enough that no one could learn from you.
Well, let's hope I can procure myself a notebook and a pen.
I can help you out with that. Loose notes is kind of what I do. No one could learn from this book besides me.
All right then. Where's Kino?
Kino is like a cat in his arms.
She gets sucked into a book.
There she goes. Okay. Rivik. I'm gonna hand it into
Huh?
I'm passing the job over to them.
We're not gonna go after Celeborn then?
You're welcome to. It's working with them's
Well, hold on. Isn't Celeborn our problem? We were starting after him. What's the change up?
They're not gonna stop you from working with them, Rivik. You'll be a great hand on this. It's me who's... He's walking away.
Rivik is gonna go ahead, like, turn a little bit, lean down, puts the books on the floors, stands up straight, looks at him. He's like, "The fuck you mean you're walking away from this?"
I have... You saw what the general store was. That place brought me to my breaking point. I wasn't this guy. I was a shitty clerk who got upset and tired when his friends died. I got lonely and angry, and I wanted to take it out on every twisted thing that existed in this world. And then I got thrown into that place, and it was loss after loss, and I did it all to try and stop people from dying, and you watch so many people die. There's so many people in this stupid job you can't save. And I don't know.
What's your height, real quick? What's your character's height? I forgot.
Axel is 6'4".
Okay, just a few inches. Continue on. Sorry.
That place broke me, and I thought one day I would go back and fix something there. I thought I would go back and be ready to face the things I left there, that I ran away from then. And I came back and it was already done. Those things that ruined me, they lost the fight anyway, with or without me. I haven't fixed anything. I'm not the guy you need out there at the end of the world. I'm not. I wanted to be, but I'm not.
Rivik is gonna look at him. He breathes in and sighs, trying to control a bit of his anger. Axel, I want to go after Celeborn. This whole Underworld thing, I'm not gonna work for anyone but myself. I want people to go with, though, you being one of them. Problem is, no matter what the hell you do, no matter what the hell happens, you're gonna lose someone. Why do you think I'm still investigating this whole incident on my village? I've lost friends. I've lost family. If Celeborn is one to destroy this whole fucking world, I'm gonna do my damn best to stop it. But I want people that I know and trust. I don't want no damn organization. I don't want no damn fucking, points to the, just in a general direction. It's like,
Of that one
this whole fucking
tiefling.
tiefling, this whole fucking Beldanas, whatever the hell.
Off in the distance, you hear very quiet.
Thunder cannon just go on.
But point is, I want to do something to where we can end something that will stop more killing. You want to back away and just fuck it. You probably want to go back to the damn convenience store or work as a damn clerk. Go ahead. But no matter what happens, you can't stop everyone's death. People dying right now, no matter for whatever cause, whatever accident. Can't stop it, but we can stop an end of the world that will end humanity itself. So I'm saying this again. Stand up for yourself and fight along with me, or just go ahead and stay away from me then.
Axel, before you respond, I want you to roll me a history check.
Sure. 18. Wait,
You
is
start
it on monsters?
It's on the convenience store, yes.
Oh shit, so it's at advantage, so it could be higher. With another natural 20 for the evening.
I'm sorry to take this away from you, Rivik. I really am. But Axel, you have a flashback to a previous conversation you've once had before.
Yeah, I got my coffee broke.
Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. You hear that, Axel?
What is it? Hey, why are you tapping?
Tap, tap. Every time I tap, that's another person gone. Another ant, another bird. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. So, why are you feeling sad for him? He's just another drop in the bucket.
He wasn't, though.
Tap, tap. Tap, tap.
He wasn't. I'm allowed to be upset. Did Josh just drop?
You drop. It looks like I'm so done.
Josh! You're at tap, 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 tap. I'm so sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can. Yeah, we can hear you.
I tried to catch it as soon as I could. Sorry, bud. God punished you.
Okay, so literally all that was missing was what you gonna do about it if he's not just a drop in the bucket, Axel?
He's not just a drop in the bucket.
Then what you gonna do about it?
He was my friend and I'm allowed to be mad! And I think Axel in the moment also says that just out loud, and I think even Rivik with his high insight would see there's a moment where Axel's being spoken to and he's in a different place. It's like a little bit of like seeing the PTSD in Axel.
If you wanted me to roll it, nat 20 on the inside.
Oh no, you don't. You gotta roll the fucking 1 and you're getting this.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I think he says it out loud too.
What are you going to do about it?
I think back then he wanted to do something and then sat back in his chair and asked him to please buy something or he's allowed to call the constables.
Tap, tap.
And he would probably proceed to call the constables. And I think Axel is just going to reality,
No, he actually would have bought something, and
yeah, eventually.
but he'd have still been tapping his hand as he's buying the thing.
Yeah.
As the memory fades, the last thing you hear is him asking one last time, "What are you going to do about it?"
I think Axel in reality has realized he had an outburst, and like immediately after, he's just going to hold his face and kind of like step away for a second. Sorry.
And as dramatic effect, the very last thing would have actually echoed a little bit.
I thought you were louder than that. Finally, the whole place. Did you have an emotional breakthrough?
Seems I must have hit a nerve.
I've got a lot of those. Too many to count.
In the back of your mind, you can still hear the tap, 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 tap.
Rivik, I let a lot of people down. Either I didn't try or I just wasn't. What I did didn't amount to shit. And a lot of the time, I just didn't try. $787 employees. That place has killed 787 employees since I left. No one's gonna remember those names of me. Because I wasn't there to deal with this shit. They kept getting a new guy. And my friends are all okay. And I'm angry. And I've been angry for a long time, but I'm angry at me. Not anyone else.
I'll say this once more, Axel. This may strike your nerve again. Yeah, you can be angry at yourself for all those people that have been lost to that convenience store. Or you can be mad at yourself again in the afterlife when Celeborn destroys us all. But here's the thing, Axel. Come with me. Take on Celeborn. We find a way, we kill him. Save the world. That'll change up your view. You would save a whole world. You'd save more people than the amount of people killed at that convenience store. I'll ask one more time. You gonna join me, or you gonna leave me?
I'm gonna keep that wizard's skull as a hat.
Rivik's gonna smirk. That's what I want to fucking hear. He'll
As
pat
you
his
say-
he'll pat his shoulder.
As he pats your shoulder in rhythm, you can hear the tap, 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 tap slowly fade into obscurity.
So I think Axel's both coming down from his PTSD and the current moment, like duality of like both of these are real intense. Coming down heart rate. He's like, so we're gonna kill this son of a bitch. We gotta go tell the Bill Nye's about the end of the world. They're probably gonna want. They like very detailed reports. Says, I have a journal. I'm gonna hand that over to them to read, to confirm our words, so we can't lie. Cause I didn't lie in that book.
I plan to be truthful all the way, anyways. I always be truthful, anyways.
If we
Coming
lie,
from
they will
Axel's
know.
backpack, you can actually see pieces of paper coming out right now.
Ah, fuck! No. Does Axel immediately recognize who this is? Does he know? Has he finally gained enough clarity
No!
to realize what he brought through with him into the library?
Oh!
Does Axel realize what's happening here?
Roll me an insight check.
19, right?
As
Dirty 20.
you start to see the humanoid shape start to form as you realize what is happening. And right here, we're going to take a break.
Oh my god!
Emotional breakthrough, and we'll be right back. Ah, we're live. Man, I didn't open my beer with my. Actually, I forgot. Sorry.
I can't reach.
There we go. There's my open teeth a bit. So,
I can't reach a soda right now, so you know.
the bond of friendship, and then where
Cheers.
we're about to.
Oh, we
Oh
just
yeah,
finished the
paper
conversation.
started to come.
Oh yeah, paper started making
started
the human
coming out.
form.
Trying to stop him.
You watch as like this arcane energy kind of like is like sparking around him as all the papers that they're condensing, they're making like a humanoid form. You notice he has legs,
Axel's having a panic attack.
aren't as exuberant, and then he still has like it's still like this robish design, but now it kind of like you know how there are those trench coats that like they're split down the middle, and they kind of like he has like the two-tailed trench coat
Yeah.
that goes around his front. He has legs. His wings aren't as big, and he's the size of a medium creature now, not a large creature. Still has like that hood.
Axel gonna. Don't take the book.
Roll Arcana.
It's
Okay.
an advantage.
Can I roll
No.
too?
You
Can I
both
roll?
can.
Shit, okay, good, because you might have a decent arcana.
Oh wait, fuck.
17.
You both can tell there's this like arcane energy that's like restricting files.
Motherfucker!
Axel's. I see it's restricting him.
Where am I?
You're in a Monster Hunter museum. You should go back into a book real quick. They might get an interest out of studying you.
What is this for?
I'm honestly surprised that you're here with us, Files.
Yeah, no. Roscoe, since I got out of that place, had a book on him, and I just kind of neglected it. So, you're in a Monster Hunter library. And I would advise maybe hiding it as a book again. Up to you.
And don't take any books. Do not take any books.
Please don't take any books. We're in a lot of trouble here already.
I can already tell I cannot touch them.
Oh, thank
Fiction.
Which further leads to the question, what is with this form?
I guess they don't want you tall. Maybe Serenity
Probably-
has a rule against people taller than her.
God. That or probably limited on paper.
Maybe half the paper that was you doesn't exist anymore.
He literally lifts up the tail. He kind of gestures towards the side two sail tight, like the side tail things. This is the rest of the paper. I was mostly hollow inside.
Same, bro.
Actually hollow.
Just listen to My Chemical Romance.
What is my chemical romance?
Don't worry about it. So I guess the form is maybe restriction, so crazy book people can't take over the library. Monster Hunters Guild, man, they got precautions. I'm not an archmage. I can't tell you what's happening to you. I can just hit
Makes-
shit good.
I assume that makes sense.
So do you want to pretend to be a book and we carry you into the secret meeting, or do I just leave you in here and see what happens?
I cannot condense form.
Just want to come with.
I can walk.
Alright, cool. So, fuck. We're bringing an insane bitch that she got taken into a book. So, Rivik, it's just me, you, and this book we brought. And
You watch it, grabs the book and pulls it.
don't. Our friend's in there.
He opens it.
Give me the
Close
page
it.
that is her. If you can.
It is blank.
Alright, cool. I mean, honestly, that checks out for Kino. So, I guess we go tell him about the end of the world. Being you and this sentient pile of papers.
Living spellbook.
Living spellbook. Is that better
Very
than
cool.
sentient pile of papers or paperkin, if you will?
Living spellbook.
Living spellbook. Gotcha.
It is the proper terminology for what I am.
Okay, so we're gonna go tell a magical wizard girl who turned herself tiny and Vincent about the end of the world with a Rivik. Is Rivik in a changeling form or is he within a like?
He's still in his changeling form.
So Axel would not address Rivik at all because Rivik is kind of like Slate, like what he would look like. Yeah, I guess we're not going in there lying or anything, so fuck it. Let's go get this started.
Rivik will go ahead and pick up the books that he had found again and carry them.
You walk into the center aisle, you turn, and you see a tall individual leaning against a table talking to the 13-year-old Serenity. Well. Look who decides to stop by.
This is like the school bully. Vincent, how you doing? Yeah, we got some big news.
I heard. So what's the current end of the world scenario?
So
Well,
what?
currently,
Where should
do you want to say it?
where should we start the story? Where do you want to start this?
You know what? Before you start, does it have anything to do with your big bad boogeyman from the past?
Yes.
You can visibly tell his interest slightly dropped.
Okay. Alright. Rivik will then put, like, the books on the table so he doesn't have to, like, carry them while standing still.
Axel's angry.
Rivik will then be like, well, alright. Comes from another dimension. He's currently, to what I think, is in the Feywilds. He's got a phylactery, so going a little bit towards necromancy here. Axel, what am I missing here?
Is it his
so-
phylactery or is it someone else's phylactery?
No, shit. So, fun fact, I kept a fully documented book during the entire expedition, fully resourced, fully expedited, and additionally, any information I did recover is in here, so my full understanding of the events is within this documentation, in the format that we've addressed prior. There is an Archmage there, named Celeborn, who had a wyvern. Slade, or his comrade, was betrayed, I believe. He was betrayed, and then turned against the populace. Islands that represented the elements. We achieved some of these gems my comrade has on him still. Bishan look. Yeah, flex that again.
Just holds him up.
See,
Serenity with cross arms. So you're telling us that the Sky Islands were an actual place?
Yes, we were just there. Long story. Once again, you can identify. I believe is that the spell, Rivik?
Yeah, let's identify.
Identify. You can identify those and make sure they're what we're talking about.
Anyways,
Don't-
point is, it's the phylactery he's got is
His friends.
it was his friend,
is
comrade, whatever.
Lament. What was his name?
Limpant.
Limpet diction shit. Limpet.
Anyways, what we know is he's probably back at the Feywilds, his home territory or whatever.
So yeah, we got an Archmage and a Lich in the Feywild. Ones that had wyverns at their disposal, elemental gems, and so on.
As well as an army of owls, but that's besides the point. They're gone now.
And imps and devils, they were able to summon conjurations from hell within a Shadowfell demiplane.
You're saying he went to the Feywilds and he had an owlin army.
He had an Owlin army and a Lich.
Keyword
Full
had
lich.
because they're not there anymore.
But the full Lich he does have.
Owlins are actually Vincent would chime in. Owlins are native to the Feywild.
So he's got a
Alright, great,
populous.
Yeah, fuck, he's got another fucking army then, I bet.
Reason. But he also has the Lich in the Feywild, which Feywild, their tricks tend on lethal. So there's no doubt of assurance of bodies. This Lich we stopped before, as once again documentation, he is going to Axel fully hands over his journal to both of them and goes, all my documentation. The Lich is capable of the magic jar spell, I believe, is the term.
It's also the fact that he's able to, I think, dimension hop.
Additionally, they are capable of moving dimensions through dread planes.
So
Sylvester was involved. Whether or not he was orchestrating this is unknown, and that is not assumed at the moment. But
So you're telling us that... What do you mean by dread plane? Do you mean he was in a dread plane?
he was the prisoner. And he's out. And the only reason we are out is because he is out. And the prison doesn't have a thing to hold anymore. He's in the Feywild. He's out with his Lich, with all of his advisors, with the advisors that work with Sylvester. Sylvester's on the loose. Everything is fucking shit. But you know what? Axel's gonna look at Rivik. We aren't fucked yet. We still got a few shitty players on our team. What do we got on our team, Rivik?
We got some. What I could say is the weirdest
Gnomes?
We got gnomes, yes. We got a guy that's one with the wild.
We've got
Wilderness, I mean.
We've got a Latina.
And we also got a wild caster that is fuck nowhere at right now.
She got
Other than
eaten
that-
by a book today.
Other than that, we got other people across the fucking globe that we're trying to get to now.
We also have a convenience store squirrel that is collecting artifacts.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
I
you
let him
have
loose.
what?
We let him loose in the library. We let so there's a squirrel.
Who wants to make the Roscoe check?
I'm not gonna make a Roscoe check.
He's your fucking squirrel, dude.
I know. I'm saying I'm not making the Roscoe check. This is on someone else.
Fine.
It's
a low number.
There is a squirrel somewhere here looting, and that he came from the
You
convenience
made the
store.
one all the way up there on the gargoyle doing the Batman stance.
Yes. The one staring daggers into your soul. Yes.
He's been staring at me since we got here.
That's him. That's the boy. For some reason, despite all my failings, he's sworn himself to me, and I think it's because he needs to kill me in the end. Some ulterior motive, but he will slay me or be my greatest ally.
All
One of
right,
the two.
I'm going to take it back a little bit. So you're telling us it actually is possible to break the bindings of a dread plane.
Yes. It's been a-
Really is.
We've been
We have
there.
time.
How long were we there, Rivik? How long was I sober?
If I remember correctly from...
Roll me a flight intelligence check.
Okay. Because I remember you telling me, I was going to say from a month to 3 months. It's a 7.
Can I give him? Can I
DC
give
was
him
5.
advantage? Okay.
You were in there a week.
Wait, what?
You were in there a week.
A week, okay. But in this world's time...
It's a variable amount of time.
Okay, variable.
I haven't exactly told you guys.
Yeah.
I told you guys the possibilities,
So
Okay, you told me a possibility, not actual time. Alright.
and that was out of campaign, I believe.
yeah, I think.
Because I believe it was just explaining mechanics.
So.
Okay,
we-
I'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Again, a week in that dread plane. Fuck if I know how long in this world's time.
Yeah, something around that. Now I'm gonna say above all, we tried to stop it, and that is fully documented in here as well. We lost. And he's gonna look at Rivik again and go, I could sit and complain about how we lost. Or I could ask you to please. If this is the end, we need help. Whether it's getting stronger or getting more allies, we need something. Because we lost before. We lost a lot of people there. We did.
Oh, it looks like you just weren't able to. We're going to copy down these notes, she says. We will review them, and we will see what our best course of action.
For course of reference, Axel's a full documentation of within his own perspective. So there's a course of Sylvester.
Probably an essay on a Sylvester.
Of course, throughout this, within my notes as well, because I write in character. Axel has a full documentation session by session of what happened. Additionally, with his notes, which is like, how does Sylvester involve in this? How does this connect to this? Is this something I know? Like, that's kind of what goes about. Is
What
like
Serenity is saying is she's going to copy down the
Yeah.
notes so that you could have your notebook back.
Might we get a bedroom for this evening with this information? Considering we'll need to work together. And my friend has some books he would like to review.
As you know, they are not allowed to leave the library. They can be only reviewed within these confines.
You can put them in a stack somewhere and review them, Rivik, but you'll have to review them here.
Fine with me.
If we may send you, we'll want to talk to you about doing something in the Feywilds. Your primary focus won't be finding him.
Axel is... Rivik, do you have something first?
He was gonna say, well, that's fine, as long as that we're also able to learn something about Celeborn while in the Feywild's den.
You're welcome to look for whatever clues. It's just we have another job that is also there.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Yeah.
I know you got clues here. I'm saying while we're in the Feywilds, we're gonna be learning either way.
That's why the plan is to send you for the joint thing. It'll be a double... think of it as a double task. Collect whatever information you can, and collect the item.
Alright then.
It is fully up to you all.
Yeah.
Because they're between demi-planes, the Shadowfell, and the Imperial Plane, they all vary in amount of time. In the amount of time that he could have possibly been in the Feywilds, he could have already left. But that doesn't mean you can't find a trace of him.
He could have already conquered it for all we know. By the time dilation.
In all due respect, I doubt that.
I mean, yeah, Feywild is some shit, but what I'm concerned about is the Feywild has darkness to it, and a lot of dead things are in the Feywild still. They let a lich in there.
That is the Shadowfell. The Shadowfell is where the Lich would thrive. The Feywild is far more chaotic in terms of nature. It's far closer to the positive plane.
He's not going to thrive there, but he's still... It was bad if he got here, but in the Feywild, he's resurrecting dead pixies and shit. Like, you
Was
need
the
to consider.
Was the Lich's body destroyed in the Demi?
Yes.
Got roasted into chicken, for what I know.
It may be possible that his body is still regenerating or barely regenerating.
But how long is... That's the problem with the time dilation. So what I would like to ask, if you want to send us into the Feywild, my friends here, they need time to rest.
We want to give you time to rest so that you can all think it over.
I would like to ask if I would like to take a look at the books before I go, and maybe I'm not sure. Just brush up. I lost the last fight. I need to make sure I still have my edge. To see if it was a shortcoming or if it was a failure of mine.
Very well.
Thank you.
Now, there's a big question. You've said nothing about the thing that's standing right behind you.
Oh yeah, that's Files. Rivik, would you like to?
Huh?
Would you like to explain Files?
This is one of the things that came from the Demi-Plane. He's
The living spellbook.
pretty much, yeah, a living spellbook. As to why he's in this form now, no clue why. At least that's my answer.
There's enchantments restricting construct.
There you go. But
Follow-up question. Did you guys kill a wizard?
Nope. His own for what Files has
What?
told me, his owner was killed long ago.
Question. Now, to the question, got asked if we killed a wizard. During the fight, did we kill any of the wizards? There's a few of them on the board. Did we kill any of them?
Saitaz and Erlador are both dead.
Axel confesses honestly, yes.
Did you collect their spellbook?
No. Not that I know of.
Then let's hope their spellbooks perished when the dread plane collapsed.
Hopefully. I don't know if anyone else collected them. I did not. I got out of the dread plane myself maybe 20-something hours ago. It's been a long few hours and I haven't had much rest since, and I don't sleep. So rest is hard to come by. So if whatever resources you can offer to my comrades, and a bed for them to sleep in would be above all gracious of you.
Vincent will show them to where they can rest.
Thank
Vincent's been standing there. He's been silenced with his arms crossed.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you can show us where we stay at, but of course your rules are rules. I gotta stay here in this library. Though, I do request some sort of blank notebook and a pen.
Vincent will go get it for you. He kind of scowls at her.
Rivik here is he's not a monster hunter, but he's a resourceful
He's
type.
an artificer.
Yeah, sure, if you want to get fucking technical. Yeah. He's damn good at what he does. And he's got those crystals on him if you want to clarify them for what they are. We may need them for the next fight, so if you two want to talk at all about what you can do with them, that's up to you two. I'm just a blade.
I'll take your word for it. There's other things that need to be looked into.
Okay, shorty.
Rivik will go ahead and go towards the table he set the books on and pull up a chair. He's gonna start looking into Feywild information. Just reading over it.
I guess Axel doesn't sleep, and so he's gonna pull up a chair. If Rivik's setting up there, pull up a chair and get out his book on ASMRs. And can he make another investigation check for anything on blood magic? Like the kind he's learned as a blood hunter?
Yes, you can grab them.
Actually, can he just ask directly with the Serenity?
What do you want to ask Serenity?
I had a lot of weird shit happen to me. Maybe it's my blood and the magic we use or something. We lost hard last time. And I know we gotta get ready for the next fight. I know that. If there's anything you think I should look at, I know you're aware of where I'm at. I know you're a wizard, and if you think there's something I should look at that can help me, I'll look at it.
Not everything that can help you, you can find in a book. She takes a glance at the book you have. It is very well possible, though, that you could get further insight into who you are with that one.
Maybe. Some weird shit's happened to me since I left. I don't sleep anymore. I can move through the darkness. Like, it's weird. It's like
You spread wings.
yeah, you mentioned that. Is that not something I'm supposed to do?
Not typically, but that's what. But you might be able to find something in that book of yours.
Let's see if I can. Serenity, you've been great. Thank you so much. You've been through some shit, I can tell. I'm sorry. Let's try to make this better going forward, right?
What we plan on, what we might send you to take care of. You may be finding an edge you need.
Maybe. Yeah. We can hope. Alright.
At the very least, you'll get it before anybody else does.
Hopefully. You know. Leap of faith has to be there, right? A leap of faith.
Yes, now I've got notes I need to go copy right now.
Yeah. I got
And
one. Before you go, is there anything I can do to help him? He's had hard, tough, you know. He's got some shit happen to him, and he's working real hard to stop the end of the world. He's more committed than any of us. Is there anything I can do for him? Anything you can give me to help him or something?
that's something you've got to figure out for yourself. Because I don't know what he needs. And that's something you need to learn for yourself.
That's fair. I guess I'll see you later, short stuff.
She shakes her head as she goes to copy the notes. I'm sorry, Rivik. You were looking at the Feywild books?
Yeah, I want Rivik to start learning about Feywilds, because minimum knowledge, I just know it's fucking Pixie Land.
Okay, so we'll be ending the session soon.
That's fine.
But,
Just, like, you can give me, like, it depends on how you want to get
Well, I
this
was
to
going
me.
to say, roll me an investigation check, and I will give you some information before we end it.
15 total.
The Feywilds is a mirror to the material plane, just as the Shadowfell is. While the Shadowfell is a negative reflection, the Feywilds is a positive reflection. You don't have to write all these notes down. Whatever sticks to you. I'm saying this because I'm gonna start rambling on and on for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it'd be just because I'm gonna be switching between the Feywilds and Shadowfell for a little bit.
Okay.
The Feywilds is a dead, plain, comparatively speaking, draining life. The Feywilds is full of life. Feywilds is much more. In the Feywilds, charm is far more common. That's where you'll find your pixies, your fays, fairies, redcaps, fairy dragon, archfey druids, stuff like that. It is the material plane mirror connected to the positive plane of existence.
I got something to say after you're done with all this, by the way.
It's a plane of natural chaos. A lot of places will be overgrown. There are some locations that can possibly look the exact same. I'm sorry, nothing else is coming off the top of my head.
That's fine. I was gonna say, like, with Rivik having to research Feywilds, like, you can send me messages for, like, information on Feywilds, or if
I
we
was
ever
gonna
get
say, I
when we
will
get to the Feywilds, you could be like, well, when you read this, you know, just, you're not supposed to do that, you know, the whole thing.
I will do a quick little summary thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the basics down between. Yeah.
You saying about about like pixie dragons or whatever, it reminded me back to the Derpentinger that Sean originally had.
That's a little wolf fairy pixie. That was actually a fae.
I know. That thing is fucking gone.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But no, there are actual fairy dragons.
Yeah.
Little tiny dragons with fairy wings. And their color actually doesn't determine what abilities they have, it actually determines how old they are.
Yeah.
But with that bit of information, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. And see you on the next one.
You're muted, Nick.
That was some lore. Sorry. What funny bit do I end it off on this one, Josh? You can't open your mouth at me like that.
I'm too tired for this shit.